Alone in the forest, a pregnant dog lay trembling, abandoned and afraid, until Keanu Reeves appeared. What happened next will warm your heart. The forest stretched endlessly, a sea of green and gold under the soft glow of the afternoon sun. The air smelled of damp earth and pine, carrying the distant whisper of a nearby stream. Birds sang in the canopy above, their melodies blending into the rustling of leaves as a gentle breeze danced through the ancient trees. Keanu Reeves walked in silence, his boots crunching softly against the forest floor. He had come here to escape, not from anything in particular, but from the weight of the world, the constant noise, the flashing cameras, and the endless expectations. He had always loved nature, the way it asked nothing of him, the way it simply existed in quiet harmony. But as he stepped over a fallen log, something disrupted that harmony. A sound, faint, almost lost in the natural chorus of the forest. A whimper. He froze, listening. The sound came again, weak and desperate. A cry for help. Keanu's heart clenched. Without hesitation, he turned toward the sound, pushing through the underbrush, his hands brushing against rough bark and tangled vines. The cries grew louder, more urgent. His pulse quickened as he reached a small clearing, where the golden rays of sunlight pooled onto the forest floor like spilled honey. And there, curled against the roots of a great oak, lay a dog. She was a beautiful creature, though exhaustion dulled her golden fur and hunger had hollowed her frame. Her body trembled with pain, her swollen belly rising and falling in uneven breaths. Her eyes, filled with a mix of fear and desperation, locked onto Keanu's, silently pleading. She was pregnant. And she was alone. Keanu's heart ached at the sight. He knelt down, moving slowly so as not to startle her. "Hey there," he murmured, his voice gentle. "It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you." The dog whimpered again but didn't move away. She was too weak to run, too tired to resist. Keanu shrugged off his jacket and carefully draped it over her shivering form, giving her warmth. He could feel her body burning with exhaustion, her sides heaving as if every breath was a battle. "You need help," he whispered. He glanced around. The sun was dipping lower, and the cold would soon settle in. She wouldn't survive the night out here alone, not in her condition. He had to get her to safety. Lifting her gently, Keanu felt how fragile she was, light as if she had gone days without food, her heartbeat rapid against his chest. She didn't fight him. Instead, she let out a small, relieved sigh and rested her head against his arm. Step by step, he carried her through the forest. The journey was long, his muscles burning with effort, but he didn't stop. The sky above deepened to shades of violet and indigo, the air growing cooler with each passing moment. After what felt like hours, he finally reached the wooden cabin nestled between the trees. It was a simple place, a retreat he had rented to find some peace. But tonight, it would be more than that. Kicking open the door, Keanu carried the dog inside and laid her down on a thick, warm blanket near the fireplace. He quickly lit the fire, its golden glow filling the room with warmth. The dog stirred, her eyes fluttering open. Keanu sat beside her, gently stroking her head. "You're safe now," he whispered. She let out a deep, tired sigh, as if finally allowing herself to believe it. As the fire crackled, Keanu fetched a bowl of warm water and gently lifted it to the dog's lips. She lapped at it weakly, her body shaking with exhaustion. He could see the pain in her eyes, the way her breathing became uneven. The time was close. Kneeling beside her, he stayed with her, whispering soothing words. "You're doing great, girl. You're strong." Hours passed in tense silence. Then, at last, the first tiny cry pierced the quiet. A puppy. Keanu watched in awe as the tiny creature, no larger than his palm, wriggled blindly against its mother. Soon, another arrived, then another. For in total, their little bodies fragile but full of life. Tears pricked at Keanu's eyes as he helped clean them, making sure each was warm and safe. The mother, exhausted but relieved, licked her babies, her eyes shining with gratitude. Keanu smiled. "You did it." The dog let out a contented sigh and rested her head against his knee. He stroked her gently, feeling something deep within him shift, something quiet and profound. Days passed, turning into weeks. The puppies grew stronger, their tiny bodies filling with energy and mischief. The cabin, once a place of solitude, now brimmed with life, tiny paws pattering against the wooden floors, playful yips filling the air. Keanu took care of them, ensuring they were fed, warm, and loved. The mother, whom he named Luna, never left his side. She had found her home. And Keanu, in a way, had found something, too. One by one, he found loving families for the puppies. It was bittersweet to say goodbye, but he knew they would be cherished. And as he watched each one leave, he felt a deep sense of peace. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Keanu sat on the porch with Luna by his side. She looked up at him, her golden eyes filled with something unspoken: gratitude, love, understanding. He smiled, scratching behind her ears. "Looks like we saved each other, huh?" Luna rested her head against his leg, closing her eyes, content. And in that quiet moment, beneath the endless sky, Keanu Reeves knew that some things in life, the best things, were never planned. They simply happened, like fate, like a whispered promise between kindred souls. And sometimes, in the heart of a forest, miracles are found in the most unexpected places. This story touched your heart. Make sure to like this video and subscribe for more inspiring content. Let us know in the comments, where are you watching from? We'd love to hear from you.